I welcome to this presentation. Today we will discuss about bank management presented by Parimala, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Commerce, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukottai. Today we will discuss two topics. That is, first one is objectives of bank management, efficient bank management. Before discussing this topic, we should know about what is meant by banking. Banking is nothing but accepting deposits and lending money through the public. We all know about this. Now we will go to this topic. First one is objectives of bank management. The main objectives of bank management is to build organic and optimal system of interactions between the elements of banking mechanisms with a viewpoint. Successful optimization of the profitability risk ratio in a bank lending operations is largely determined by the use of effective methods of bank management. Then, bank management implies efficient management of financial resources, human resources, asset liability mismatch, credit risk, forex risk, technology risk, interest rate risk and operations risk. In that, first financial resources. Central banks need financial resources. Financial resources can be an important source of independence or of influence depending on the control. At the same time, central bank policy decisions and operations can have large financial consequences. Finding the right balance between independence and accountability is an important issue. This is financial resources. Then, human resources. Human resource management is an important for banks because banking is a service industry. Management of people and management of risk are two key challenges facing banks. Efficient risk management may not be possible without efficient and skilled manpower. Yes, we have to know how to manage the people and how to manage the risk. This determines the banking business successes. Then, asset liability mismatch. Providing such loans from much shorter maturity funds is called asset liability mismatch. It creates risk for banks that need to be managed. The most serious consequences of asset liability mismatch are interest rate risk and liquidity risk. That is, we can easily understand about asset liability mismatch. That is, shorter maturity funds is called the asset liability mismatch. Then, credit risk. Credit risk management is the practice of mitigating losses by understanding the adequacy of a bank's capital and loan loss reserves at any given time. A process that has long been a challenge for financial institutions. What is meant by mitigating losses? That mitigating losses means to reduce losses or diminishing losses. The credit risk is called reducing the losses. That is called credit risk. Okay. Next, forex risk. The main source of forex risk is the bank's open positions in individual currencies. An open position is a completely unhedged exposure in a currency. What is meant by hedged? Row of bushes, that is called hedged. So, now for this forex risk, we will see one example. In this example, we use two codes. One is USD, another one is INR. USD means US dollar, INR means Indian rupees. Now we will see the example. If the bank has bought USD and sold in INR, in this way it is long USD but short INR. So it has a USD is called asset, then INR is liability. This is the best example for forex risk. Then technology risk. Technology risk arises from the use of computer systems in the day-to-day conduct of the bank's operations. Reconciliation of books of accounts and storage and retrieval of information and reports. That means the risk can occur due to the choice of faulty or unsuitable technology and adoption of untried or absolute technology. This is called technology risk. Then interest rate risk. Interest rate risk is the risk to income or capital arising from fluctuating interest rates. Changes in interest rates affect a banking corporation's earnings by changing its net interest income and the level of other income, that including changes in non-interest or reserves or expenses also. Then we go to the operations risk. Operational risk is the risk of a change in value caused by the fact that actual losses incurred for inadequate or failed internal processes, people and systems or from external events differ from the expected losses. This is called operational risk. Thank you.